There has been tremendous progress in the fight against breast cancer. But what if we can find a cure in your lifetime? Expedition Inspiration is devoted to engaging others to face the challenges in their lives and to climb their own personal mountains, one step at a time.
Laura was a total character. She lit up the room.
In a heroic demonstration of the power of the human spirit to overcome adversity, in February 1995, Laura Evans, along with 16 other breast cancer survivors, climbed to the summit of the highest mountain in the Western Hemisphere, 23,000-foot-high Aconcagua in the Argentinian Andes.
And she was certainly an inspiration for all of us and such a role model for what we needed to do in science, in medicine, to be able to get a cure for breast cancer.
Expedition Inspiration continues to inspire a singular focus, sharing ideas to move the field forward.
I can't say strongly enough how valuable this meeting is. Many of us go to places where we give a lecture and hear ourselves speak about what we know we're going to say and learn nothing. But to throw us together and force us to meet and eat together and have an occasional beer and really get into our work and critique it, because we have so much time to chat, really makes a difference.
We really understand breast cancer so much more clearly than we did even 10 years ago. We understand that it's not just one disease, but many diseases made up of different genetic and molecular components. And so that's really changed how we think about it, how we classify it, but also how we develop treatments for it. So now our treatments are much more targeted to the kind of breast cancer that a woman has.
Each year, EI is proud to present the Young Investigator Award grants for the career development of 2 promising junior scientists. These honored recipients are invited to attend the symposium and present their research to the senior scientists in attendance.
I'm at a point in my career where I'm starting to look for jobs, and so it's obviously an honor to have a Young Investigator Award to speak of, but really the connections that you make at a symposium like this with expert researchers, people who are really at the top of their careers, offering you advice and speaking to you about your project is really fantastic.
I'm working on depression and the role of inflammation in depression, but I didn't have this breast cancer model that's already developed, so now we will be able to start all this study, and we hope that later we can apply for bigger grants and be able to at least make something with the human patient instead of just sticking to the model that we are using in the lab.
And in conjunction with the yearly symposium, a breast cancer open forum is offered where the public is invited to ask questions and freely interact with these leading experts in breast cancer research.
I always say breast cancer research really is a community. It really is a large discipline of researchers. As you saw here, it takes many, many different types of scientists to figure out these problems.
You want to maximize the risk versus the benefit for the individual patient when you're trying to use a genetic approach. So by understanding these liver enzymes and the genetic variants, we predict whether or not patients will respond.
The area that I have been particularly interested in has been looking at biomarkers of risk, factors that circulate in the blood or in the urine that could give us some clues to who is at higher risk of developing breast cancer later on.
Expedition Inspiration has raised over $1.8 million in the fight against breast cancer and is striving to find new cures and prevention strategies so the people we love won't suffer from the disease. Cancer cannot cripple love. It cannot shatter hope. It cannot kill friendship. It cannot silence courage. It cannot invade the soul. It cannot conquer the spirit. Join Expedition Inspiration in the fight.